Hi, welcome to Free Spirit. So, if you saw my quantum energy reading for January and the new year, you'll understand why I want to do this Akashic Records check in reading for January early. First of all, I know we're all going to be busy at the end of the year. We're going to be busy with the holidays and everything else. So, I thought I would post all these readings early. And also, that quantum energy reading just blew my mind because it just underscored everything I've been posting literally. And I just feel so great about that. So I'm really curious. We're going to check into the Akashic Records for January and the new year, 2020, and see what kind of energy and where we are actually checking into the Akashic Records. Forget about the energy. We're checking in. That was the quantum energy. If you haven't seen that, definitely check out the quantum energy reading. Oh my gosh, for January and 2020. I just finished that and posted it. And now, because of that reading, I have to check into the Akashic Records and see where we're at for January and this new year, 2020. Checking into the Akashic Records, where we are in our journey as we begin this new year. And we're all on this new energy shift. I'm just really excited to see what's going to be coming out. I'm trying to just calm myself down. And forgive my voice again. Like I mentioned in the other video, I'm coming off of being sick, so I sound a little different, but I can't wait to do these readings. And these two decks were like calling at me, so it is time to do the Akashic Tarot and check into the Akashic Records for our check-in and see where we're going to be at in January and the new year. Okay, here we go. Oh, they kind of like, oh, they're going to get so specific. This is so bizarre how they're shuffling in my hand. Oh my gosh. Okay. That was weird. That was really weird. They're like skipping bulks of cards at the, okay. Wow. Okay. This is very strange. This has never happened before. Okay, let me keep shuffling. Akashic Records for January and for the new, okay. Okay. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. What just came out is bringing tears to my eyes. What just came out? We have three all in the thing. The last one, oh my gosh, is the light of the world. That's going to be so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Wow, we have caught in the ruins. We have the Four of Keys, which is clearing the way. And we've been getting clearing the way in December. The direct spirit message was all about clearing the way and obstacles being removed. So we were caught in the ruins. Then we have the obstacles, clearing of the way, and the light of the world. Are there two cards here? No, there's one. Oh my God. And these two are major arcana. I can tell you that right now. All right, I'm going to go right into the guidebook because I want to read verbatim, like get the max from this. And, okay, so just bear with me for 1 second because this is caught in the ruins. Oh, wow. Caught in the ruins. Wow. Okay. Wow. I have to tell you, this came, I don't normally read it reversed, but this was pretty distinctly reversed. And I'm almost getting from Spirit to read it that it was reversed. And if you are familiar with my channel, I have never read cards reversed ever, 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 ever. And so I find that that is really pivotal for some reason. So I'm just going to go with it. Let's see what it says. A horrible, dark, or confining situation is coming to an end. You've discovered that you can break free from oh my gosh, you can't make this up. You've discovered you can break free from self-imposed limits. Let me tell you, if you're familiar with my channel, I don't know how many videos I've been posting about the obstacles of our own making. I think the last 3 videos I posted was Spirit saying over and over, a lot of the obstacles we have were of our own making and that these are being cleared away. So anyway, so it says you've discovered that you can break free from self-imposed limits. Now you've escaped and you've started to put the prison of past histories and beliefs behind you. It's time to move on to the green growth and harvest. Oh my God. What your new efforts and power create. Yep, you're now moving into the green growth and harvest, and to harvest basically what your new efforts and power create. Be sure to stay the course. These old histories have a tendency to pull you back. If you start to slip, catch yourself. Recreate the new thoughts and actions of the new you. You've stepped into your power and it's yours forever. Let me tell you, countless videos I've been posting about correcting our thoughts as they raise up. If you have negative self-talk, limiting self-beliefs, you're supposed to answer them back and to shed new light on them. They're not supposed to be obstacles for us going into 2020, and this is just reaffirming this. Oh my gosh. And the Akashic Force is literally, think of the one thing in your life that holds you back and sabotages your resources and your joy and your success. If you feel like a dark prison has you Oh, if you feel like a dark prison, but you already have the key, fill yourself up with love and self-honoring and see yourself taking your next step to freedom. They're saying you have the key to get you out of this self-imposed, pretty much, cage here. If you feel like you're in a cage, you have the key right here. You can walk right out. This is countless direct spirit message lately coming up to 2020 about us releasing the obstacles, and they kept saying a lot of these obstacles are of our own making. I posted so many direct messages about that on my channel. It's blowing my mind this card came out, because a lot of times, things happen in life where you have genuine obstacles, you have things, life lessons, you have to get through things. But the majority that we're saying is it's of our own making. It's like we're sitting in the cell and we have the key to get out. And they're saying right now, you've done it. You freed yourself. Enjoy your freedom. And anytime you start feeling like you're slipping back into the self-imposed cage, you have the key to set yourself out. You always have the key. So we've done it. And then here we are with the 4 of the keys, right? So clearing the way. I already know this pretty much by heart. We've been getting this a lot. It's basically you're on the cage, you're riding here. There's an axe here. You're supposed to use your own will, right? You're linked with the divine. You have the tools to clear the way, but also the divine is helping you clear the way. I will read the actual description, but this has been coming up over and over now, that there has been a clearing of the way. Obstacles are being removed, partly by your own work, but also the divine is clearing the way as well. Because this has been coming up direct spirit messages and in other readings that the divine is really clearing the way now leading into 2020. Part of December, especially the middle to the end, was really a lot of clearing the way, clearing us out, and then clearing the way in your path. And so this upright is basically a man and a woman have taken their carriage down a trail that cuts through a forest and continues to their beautiful home in the distance, but a large downed tree lies before them and it's blocking their path. So the young man carries an axe and is ready to clear the way. The card is a strong signal that it's now time to take significant action to remove an obstruction in your way. It may be to your personal life or relationship or work or anything, but you must be clear-headed, so be sure to temper your actions with calm and breakthrough and forethought. And because if you're too urgent, you may waste your energy or even cause damage. So, on the other hand, if you're overly gentle and cautious, you won't clear the way completely. So, this is saying be determined and strong as you work to remove the obstacle that blocks your way and blocks your steps. With time and your attention, the way to your dreams will open. And the Akashic Forces, with a deep breath, fill yourself with the strength, the love, Yeah, and the force that can help you move any obstacle that blocks your path. Feel that love and power growing, gently moving through anything within and around you and freeing you completely. So basically it's you have the tools to clear the way, and you also have divine help here too that's giving you the tools to clear the way. So whether they're obstructions of your own making or obstructions in your path from literal things in your path of your dreams here, they're getting cleared with help of the divine and the help of your actions right now. And I think a lot of it, referring back to this other card, is the obstacles of our own making. It's the thoughts that we think. It's anything that a lot of my readings were about clearing out the fears, clearing out the self-talk, the limiting beliefs, and talk back to it and correct it with a new truth that feels like a new truth to you, because that's the way you override those thoughts. And it's clearing the way, literally reminding yourself you have the keys to get out of that prison every single time, and just keep removing, clearing the way, and the divine is helping you to clear the way as well. So we're getting this again, and then we have the light of the world. I feel like once we get through this clearing of the way, it's the light of the world. This is another major arcana. So okay, major arcana number 10. Oh my gosh, and 10 is like a completion to me too. Oh, and like a new beginning all in one thing. Oh my gosh, I'm just so excited about this. Let's just see. 10 is the light of the world. How beautiful is that? The light of the world. Oh my gosh. Okay. An old sage holds a glowing lantern and and knocks on a door with no latch. Oh wow. A young man, I gotta put it here so you can read along with me, actually. Let me put here, because this is deep. This is like, I want you to read along, actually. Will this zone in, please? Here we go. An old sage holds a glowing lantern and knocks on a door with no latch. A young man inside is too distracted to answer the knock. Your divine being is trying to get your attention. All it takes is a moment of your awareness to open the door. Though your life may be busy, the opportunity now presents itself for you to move into a higher awareness. This is what January 2020 is all about. It's time to go higher. It's a great time to open to your higher self and all its wisdom and powers. It is your soul, your eternal being, who approaches, but it is up to you and only you to open the door. Okay? You do that by taking real and regular action in knowing and feeling the wise and radiant being you are forever. Through meditation and study, you can own that enormous love, power, and vision. You can make every day sacred by going within. Once you do, you will know a radiant and greater power in every step and with every word. You will be able to bring this magnificent force to your world, changing your life forever. I'm telling you, we're coming into January in 2020 with all we are, to light up the world, to light up our lives and light up the world, like individually and collectively. With a deep breath, the Akasha forces, you fill yourself with the grace and peace and light of your higher self. Your vision opens to a wider universe, and you realize that you have all the time and power in the world. Eternity fills you. Let me tell you this whole thing about you're stepping forward with all you are. And this has been the divine clear out, to be this pure divine channel, to be filled with all you are and pour that into what you're divinely passionate about in 2020, stepping into that in January, and be filled with that. And your vision opens to a wider universe. Listen, 2020 was all about 2020 vision. I posted that a million times. And it's to realize that you have this all the time. You are the light of the world. Let's focus in again. This is, in this picture, this is you in here. This is your higher self, your divine higher self, and divine wisdom and divine connection, the one that connects to everything. It's knocking and telling you that it's time to step into and use your higher self going into January in 2020 with all that you do, the light of the world. And what we did was we recognized we had the keys the whole time to get out of the cage. And if you really look closely too, what's interesting, oopsie, on this card, we're in the cage here, forgetting that we have the keys. And what's the key? Is that this is similar to a cage back here. The key is the link to your divine higher self who always knows the way out. Your connection with the divine to free yourself to any self-imposed uh, limiting beliefs or thinking whatever it is. It's a loss of the connection of the divine. You just got to open up the cage and know that you have the key here. This is you linked to divine wisdom. These are two major arcanas. This is like the self-imposed uh, cage we put ourselves in, and this is the key to link with the divine, to be the light of the world, to fill yourself up with the divine. And it's being divinely connected in your divine passion, and you're clearing the way. You cleared the way. You have the key. This came out in reverse, saying you set yourself free, realizing you can clear the way, and here's your higher self right here greeting you. So you go into January in 2020 really divinely linked with your higher self, this divine knowledge. You're back to your divine core. We've done such a divine clear out. And so we're all feeling that. That's the energy shift. We're all going higher. We're all becoming a more divine channel. I keep saying this over and over. My very first message on this channel, which I started just within this year, was like, we're all here to ground higher love. This is like the whole energy shift purpose. And part of that shift, we first had to clear out so much that we put ourselves in a cell. And the clearing of the way, the divine's helping us, and we physically had to do the work too. But a lot of it was like we're obstructing ourselves. They kept saying a lot of the obstruction is of our own making. And then once we connect back with our divine self, the divine knowledge, the divine peace, the divine love, the divine inspiration, the divine passion, letting go of all that, it's we're out of the cage. We're out of the cage. That's the key. That's the key to the kingdom, right? So let's see what other messages we can get for January and the start of 2020, this new year, and this profound shift of energy and how we greet ourselves. Um, and like they said, you constantly have to do that because this is a never ending journey. You know, you have to catch yourself. If you ever feel like you're going back into this cage, remember your key to the kingdom is always connecting to your higher self. That's the divine clearing of the way. And we're never done with that. Even if we say, oh yeah, energy shift, we're going higher and everything else. Listen, we live in this physical world where we're constantly pulled down. There's different vibrations. There's stuff happening in your life. I was about to curse. But you know, there's crap that happens in your life, and you can go down. You can get back into this cage very easily. There's like no time to be smug. No matter how much you think you're spiritual or so advanced or learned all these lessons, it's very easy. We're getting better with clearing the way of those obstacles we self-create, and also things that we have to endure. We're getting better of remaining divinely connected, so we can get through it faster. Um, yeah, but that's what I'm getting. I mean, going into January 2020, we're getting out of that cell, knowing we have the keys, we're clearing the way, and we're linked to the divine self, or divine higher self. All we have to do is answer, or like they're knocking. Your divine self is knocking to you with profound wisdom and ways to get out whenever you feel stuck. Oh, we're getting too much here. Oh, I think that card wanted to be seen. Well, it'll come out again. We have two more. Oh, this is interesting. Oh boy, again with this. This is interesting. We've gotten this before, the Six of Forces, the Waterfall. This is divine power and movement, about the power that happens when you link with your higher self. It's like divine force, the force of a waterfall. I'll read it directly. And the Five of Scrolls, diversity. I think this is like branching out and expanding. And this is very much in target with the 2020 January energy that I've been getting in my messages. Like, this does not surprise me that these came out. Okay, so let's go to the forces, because the waterfall, we've gotten this before. Um, this is, I'll do it like this, because I think it hits you better when you actually read along, to be honest, because I think you sink it into your soul. Will this go here? Listen, a towering waterfall roars down into a beautiful body of water. In the upright position, this card reminds you of your incredible personal power and supports you in opening up to the force within. And that is this, your divine guidance, your higher self, right? The God within you. Okay, so listen, this is the very next card out of that. This card reminds you of your incredible personal power and supports you in opening up to the force within. Know that you are a dynamo in the universe. You have the ability to shape any situation in a way that honors you and moves your life forward. The element of water is fluid, like the waterfall. Your personal energy never stops. Your life force is never ending. It springs from your eternal past and roars into your limitlessness, okay? Future, extending into the farthest reaches of the universe. It is a time of deep thought and even deeper emotions, as well as an expansion of psychic energy. That is the new cycle. This is why I keep saying our psychic abilities are off the charts. I've been saying that over and over. Use this time to act on these, and tap your power that is ever flowing. That is the divine source. Your power is overflowing. And the Akashic Force is, now we can zoom back into here, but I figured that would drink into you better. With a deep breath, fill every part of your being with the energy of a great waterfall. Feel the power that electrifies and lights the world pouring through you. How do you want Wow, how do you want to use it today? Listen, when it said, feel the power that electrifies and lights the world, and this card literally says, lights the world. That's what you're tapping into, your divine guidance, your divine connection, and it's like running through you. I kept saying we're getting cleared out to be a more divine channel, and when you're more divine, it just like goes right through you. So you're going to be more divinely inspired, take more divine actions. You're going to be not as obstructed. Imagine if there's an obstruction here, a self-limiting belief here, another obstruction. Oops, I'm going to have to go faster because I'm running out of battery. But that's the power. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can plug this in. This is so amazing. Hold on a second. Oh my God, I'm going to die if this just ends right here. Hold on a second. Oh my God. No, this can't die now. Okay, I got my juice here. Hold on a second. Sorry, I didn't realize it was going to go for so long, but I don't want to cut it short just because it's better not die down. Okay, the last card, Five of Scrolls. So this is what it's going to end when we feel the divine running through us. We've cleared so much out. We're like a divine force to be reckoned with, and let it empower your life in January and going forward. And the Five of Scrolls is diversity. Oh, wow. Okay, so I'm going to do it again. A woman, because it's better, because then you can just read along and you'll sink into it. A woman stands on a veranda overlooking a beautiful valley dotted with little towns on the hills and along the river. Scrolls that she has read lie upon a nearby table. Another scroll, hold on a second, is held loosely in the hand while the woman surveys all that she sees. With this card, you'll find that it's time to diversify. There are many options for you to consider, and you should take a look at them all. Allow yourself to try new things, go to new places, learn new subjects, break out into different directions, and meet new people too. Don't worry about scattering your energy too thin because you're a waterfall, remember? You're in a period of expansion, so use it. Let yourself go farther afield than you planned. In the end, you will diversify in ways that introduce you to a whole new you. Yep. Akashic Force, your life has turned into a smorgasbord of opportunities. Close your eyes and imagine an array of all the many different things that interest you. Give yourself permission to try them. How can you do that in the coming weeks? Let me just tell you what we're doing. We got out of the cage. We were in this cage with obstacles, most of them of our own making. We were clearing the way, help with the divine, and we had the tools. We're linked with our divine higher self. We're now a more divine channel because of all we've cleared out. We have power like a waterfall. The divine running through us. Let it light up the world. Literally, it said, be a divine channel, and the power of that divine running through you, being divinely inspired, divine actions, more cleared out. You freed yourself, more connected, divinely connected, and now you're free to diversify. This means that you have options. The world is opening up to you. Like they said, 2020 is like 2020 vision and a clearer vision, more open, expansion. Go for it, set your sights higher, and that's it. It's like being fired up to greet January in 2020 in this fashion, that you have the divine running through you, this divine force running through you. You're a force to be reckoned with, and let it open you up, open up your world, and diversify. So branch out. It's time for the new. It's time to dabble in things that interest you, take things to the next level. This has been the Akashic check-in reading for January and the new year 2020. It underscores and is an explanation point to every single reading and message I've been posting on my channel. It's like blowing my mind. So a lot of these obstacles were of our own making. With divine assistance and help, we've been clearing the way and been being divinely cleared to be more in touch with our divine, like you want to say, a high priestess, more divinely connected, and that gives you more divine power. Your like power like a waterfall, and let it spur you to think higher and go farther, and with clearer vision, and diversify. Open yourself up. Be power to try new things and expand and explore and take things to the next level. And that's what greeting January is all about, and this new year 2020. It's just amazing. So I don't know if I should just get one more, but I feel like I'm actually going to jinx it because I think that battery's going to run out. So I think I'm going to leave it there. Power like a waterfall, and let that open you up and be more daring and go for the new, and feeling just so divinely connected and just so much more cleared out. Like they had been saying since the summer, 2020 is like clearer vision. We're cleared out. Everything's more clear, and we're more divine, clearer channel. We're more directed. We're more open because we've cleared out. It's like back to you, but the best version of you, and ready for a whole new chapter. So welcome in January and 2020. I love this reading. And if you haven't seen the quantum energy reading, definitely check that out too. I mean, these are so positive. So have a great ending to December and a great start to January, and greeting 2020. All the best to you. Take care.